This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Washington football team. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels.
Samuel.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Steelers. 1st and 10 at the
from the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. To throw again is Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
It's 2nd down. And
nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
55-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, and he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
A gain of 14.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick.
Oh, yeah.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Minus 50, minus 50. He can't hang. Whoa! He's not going to get me.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
3rd down and long.
50. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Play action. It's Roethlisberger looking deep downfield. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
A good carry and a first down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll let it go deep for Foster. This is caught at the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown.
Robert Foster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. And partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
And a Washington first down.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
To number 80.
Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown from 19 yards away. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd and short. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Ben to throw again. Completion here to Claypool. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and goal, Roethlisberger. His pass caught at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Going quickly out to the right side.
Pass complete.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th and goal.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Is good. Makes the score.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
At the 25-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Number 89.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. The physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Mika Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
At the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the 1st half. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Lane. The 1st half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 31-yard line.
So the false start will back them up 5. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to... This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown.
Jalen Samuels, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McClure. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
Is good.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Steelers 22, Washington 14.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
It leads to
a 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They'll run for it with Love, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A huge play there for Washington. And even 50 yards.
And the Washington first down.